Hello, everyone. Again, live. The third and last day of testing in Sepang, and this is the things how they are. I'm gonna put for a while a little summary of what we saw so far in this session. Okay, gonna put that. Gonna put that like this. Okay, is 20 minutes video that I'm gonna put here to more or less understand what happened, okay?
Hello and welcome to once again what is a sun-soaked Sepang International Circuit here on day 3 of the Sepang Test. I'm Jack Gorst, and alongside me as ever is Simon Crafars. We're here to bring you this midday live, and there's already been plenty of action here so far on the final day of the Sepang Test, as we do say. This morning, those clouds that covered the entire circuit made for a little bit cooler conditions, certainly the coolest of the test so far, and the lap times certainly dropped with them as well, as 1:56.682 from Pecco Bagnaia this morning. The first ever 1:56 and the fastest ever two-wheeled lap of the Sepang International Circuit. And we've got a busy midday live coming for you with two guests, and the first of which, as you may well figure out from the Ducati branding behind us, is Davide Tardozzi as well. So we'll bring Davide in if you just come and join us in the middle here. Davide, good to see you, Davide. Firstly, the lap times this morning, incredible. The 1:56.6 from Pecco and also the 1:56.9 from Enea, very, very fast. It seems everything's going well. How's the general feeling within the garage?
Yeah, general feeling is good because, being 8/10 faster than the pole position of just 3 months ago is something amazing. But as I said yesterday to somebody, to some journalists, I think that at least 5-6 guys can go below than the lap record, and they did it. So I think that the factories works really a lot during the winter. Not only Ducati, we see that also some other riders are with the fastest time. So I think that it will be a nice championship to see.
Look, this is me looking from pit lane. Previous years, especially 22, a couple of years ago, it was a little bit rocky at this test, And this one, again, from pit lane watching in, seems to have gone really quite well. And this morning watching, Pecco has all of your new things on the bike, from the aero, obviously the engine, but the exhaust, and I noticed the slightly upgraded Stegosaurus wings on the seats as well, and he put that whole package together on both bikes, which sounds like he's confident in it, and did that incredible time. Is it going as well as it looks from the outside?
I think that the real confirmation is that we have that the new package works very good. That's the main, that the engineers has the right confirmation, because we still have something in the draw, but we don't want to make revolution as we tried to did in 2022, and we was forced to run behind the problems for the first race after the winter test. So as you said, 2022 and also 23 was a big struggling for us, struggling time, but now I think that we learned from the past, and I think that Gigi and the guys did a fantastic job.
And just wanted to ask you about Enea, Davide, because on his side of the garage, obviously last year was a difficult year, injuries, and then didn't quite get on with the bike. How much better is he feeling on the 24 machine?
Enea is absolutely on the moon, because after the really bad year they had last year, struggling with the confidence with the bike, all the injuries, the accident in the first race in Portimao, it was something really heavy to be on his shoulder. He had a good race here, winning the race here in Malaysia, but he was struggling till the end, also in Valencia. Now he's another rider. He's the Enea Bastianini that we saw in 2022, and we are really confident he will be one of the contenders.
Yeah, I do have one more, and I was actually going to bring up Anea. I've been watching out on track, and from his first day on track, he looked confident. I'm not talking about the fastest time, but just how he was riding, he looked like the Anea. I'm not at all surprised that he's fast. But my question is more, we haven't got time to talk about all Ducati riders, but we know in testing it's not all about the fastest lap, and I'd love to get your insight on who's doing some great work out there testing that might not look the fastest, and also we have to ask your impression of Mark's work so far. The amount of work he did yesterday, I was impressed with. Your thoughts on riders in general?
I think that first of all I have to thank Pecco and Anea how they work in team with the engineers. So I see how many ideas they exchange between them. They was talking a lot about the new parts, and I mean I saw really a good confidence between the two, and that helps a lot of the engineers. While thinking about Mark, what to say is Mark. Mark is an 8-time champion. Mark is Marc Marquez, and is one of the greatest champions of the history. And I think that he's taking his time. He has not to show that who he is, and he take the time that he need to be confident riding the bike at the maximum level. So I think that the possibility of Mark are higher than what we see here in Malaysia.
Davide, thank you very much. Exactly what I wanted to know. I'll hand you back to Jack for the sign-off.
Davide, thank you very much for joining us. Terrific insight as always. We don't want to take too much time away from your lunch break, so please go and enjoy the rest of the lunch break, please. So Davide there confirming, I think what we all were already thinking about Marc Marquez, that there's more to come.
Oh, yeah. We all kind of knew it. He was methodically working away like I've been reporting. And just the pure volume of work he was doing, like yesterday, for example, I think it was 72, 74 laps. And the long runs that he was doing in the hot times where a lot of other people have parked up, you know. So he's doing the proper homework, and I think it'll all come to a head, and we'll see by Qatar race. He'll be there.
I think one thing that a lot of people were looking forward to this year was a return of Enea Bastianini. I think we've got it. Absolutely.
Definitely.
We, of course, are at Sepang where he won, and really it was his only good race in 2023. But this feels like much more than just a flash in the pan and someone that's feeling good at just one track. I'm sure that when we go to Qatar Test, if I get that one out, we'll see the same pace and consistency that we're seeing here from Enea.
Well, you know the Enea we saw at the race here in Qatar. I mean, he won.
Incredible.
Day one on the bike here for this official test, that was the Enea that turned up, you know. Watching out on track, I was just like, wow, he's straight away on it. You know, where some of the riders took half a day to, you know, get the rust off, as Brad Binder said. He needed a night's sleep, and the second day he was back. Enea just turned up and was like, bang, it was really impressive. I believe the new engine he's made friends with straight away. He didn't make friends with, well, nobody did last year straight away. And the new bike seems like it suits him better. So all of that's come together. The big thing for me about Ducati, the new bike, is they seem confident with the whole package, meaning all the new parts. It's only going to be little tweaks better, but it looks like it works.
Yeah, it really does look like it works. Interestingly, we heard this morning, from Gino Borsoi, the Pramac racing team manager, that Jorge Martin, after yesterday in his debrief last night, saying that he wasn't so sure on the new aero, that kind of halfway house with the downwash ducts and also the big bulging side fairings. He wasn't so sure on that yesterday, but this morning seems to have made friends with it a little bit better and is more convinced that now it is a step better.
You know, watching from pit lane, Jorge's been really fast. He, like, from the beginning of the test, jumped on the bike and was like, wow, just like Enea. He was back. But when it comes to the machinery, it doesn't look as clear cut when you watch. It doesn't look like he's as confident in the choice as Pecco is, you know. And for example, he's still got the 23 bike there,
maybe he's only got 124, not 2, like I think Pecco has, well, at least from the outside that's what it looks like. And so maybe he's only got 1, but he's still going back and forth. Like he did the time attack on the 24, did that 56. 8 was it? 56.6, 56.8, whatever.
56.8, I believe.
Yeah, 56.8. And then he didn't look totally happy and jumped back on the old bike, which is the old fairing, exhaust, engine, the whole. And I'm like, he's still unsure. And it'll be really interesting to see the debriefs if he now has made up his mind after the back-to-back.
Is there any chance that is just him verifying things, going over the 23 just to do a double, triple check even?
Yeah, you're right, but we're on the last day, and Pecco's past that. He's already confirmed it, you know, and where it seemed like, I mean, Jorge said in debriefs the last 2 nights that he wasn't as sure. He didn't like it on the first day. He wasn't as sure on the second, and that's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like. He's still going, you know, and it looked to me that he was hoping to jump back on the 23 bike and prove that it is faster, and it didn't work out like that. So maybe the lap time says the 24, even though the field's not quite there, but we'll see from his debrief. But just as a summary before we get speaking about Honda, is the 23 machine riders, so the Cressini and VR46 riders have to adapt to that different engine, which took everyone a while to adapt to last year. And Alex Marquez looks like he's really doing the job.
Yeah, he looked incredible. His sprint sim yesterday was incredibly fast, and then this morning, his time attack, I think he was the third of those 4 riders that got straight away down into the 56s. So Alex Marquez certainly living up to some of the expectation that was placed on him for this year after a really strong ending to 2023. Now, we are down at the LCR Honda garage because our next guest is Lucio Cecchinello. Can't quite see him at the minute, but hopefully Lucio will be with us very, very shortly indeed.
We're right on time. So, and here's the lovely Irene, and she's with Lucio, so we should be good.
Let's go wander in then and see if we can get Lucio, because Honda, as we do say, very, very interesting talking point, and Lucio's actually just brushing his teeth at the minute, but he's waving us in, so we'll go all the way in. Very interesting talking point, and we both said yesterday we're impressed with Johan Zarco, how he's doing, stepping into the LCR team and also the Honda team. We're being waved in further. Are you sure that we're allowed in here, Lucio?
So yes, we over yesterday's. Right, maybe we have to come a little bit closer to the phone. After yesterday's summary, Lucio, thank you for spending the time with us.
Thank you.
After yesterday, we touched on other manufacturers. It was time to speak to someone that's working close with the new Hondas. And Lucio, the day one, it looked like the riders had a bike from Valencia, looked like there, and then another bike that was newer again. And it looks to me, only looking from the outside, that the new bike works because the riders are staying on that machine and the lap times are impressive.
Yeah, we must say that we are quite impressed about the work that they have performed during the winter, because they improve a bike which already gave us positive feedback in Valencia. They brought out a new bike here, and then definitely both riders on our team, as well as far I know HRC riders, they've been quite surprised with the better performance, more top speed, better handling, a little bit corner speed. We are still missing some drive, but let's say that for the moment the package of this year compared to last year is better.
Lucio, the LCR team's relationship with Honda has always been very close, and it seems like that relationship is strong still and always has been all through those difficult times. For 2024, with Honda restructuring things maybe behind the scenes and applying new ways of working, has it changed anything with the relationship to the team? Do you work even closer now?
Let's say that I must say that we are very pleased. We always been very pleased to work with Honda because the relationship was always very close. But I can say that now is closer than ever, because they really need for riders selecting the parts and try to give to provide them the feedback concerning anything. So they kind use us. They use us more compared to the past, and we have more engineers here because they are in total. I don't know. I think there are about 80 engineers in this test. So we are pleased and quite impressed about their effort.
One last question for you about the team is Johan Zarco. When I first heard Johan was going to Honda from Ducati, I couldn't help but think about the tough time he had at KTM, and I was like, oh, and the Honda's not in its best, form right now. But I'm so pleased to see
Hello,
his smile
legend.
at all the debriefs, and he's really talking about being competitive, and it's more further on than he thought.
I'm
Your
gonna
thoughts
stop
on that?
this video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna take it out from the screen. I'm also gonna take that out. Maybe like this. Now we can go like this. Okay, if we watch this timesheet, now we found that Banaya is the fastest. 56.8. This is super fast, ultra fast, over the record, super fast. Jorge Martin second, 56.8. Enea Bastianini third, 56.9. Sorry, getting blind day by day. Oh, I'm getting absolutely blind, man. Let me open it up like this. I think the transponders stopped working. I'm not sure. So 56.6, I think, is the fastest time. 56.8 is Martin. 56.9 is Bastianini. Also in 56, Alex Marquez. So 4 guys under 57, included Alex Marquez. Then on the low 57s is 5th Aleix Espargaró, 57.0. 6 Marc Marquez, 57.2. This is record time. So Marquez is getting in the pace. 7th Brad Binder, 57 also 3. Fabio Di Gianantonio 8th, 57.3. 9th, Pedro Acosta, 57.3. 10th, Joan Mir, 57.3 also. 11, Fabio Quartararo, 57.5. 12th, Maverick Viñales, 57.5. 13, Taka Nakagami, 57.7. 14th, Jack Miller, 57.8. 15, Marco Bezzecchi, 57.8. 16, Alex Rins, 57.8. 17, Johan Sarko, 57.9. 18, Miguel Oliveira, 58.0. 19, Luca Marini, 58.0. 20, Carl Crutchlow, 58.5. 21, Augusto Fernandez, 58.7. And 22nd, Lorenzo Salvadori, 58.8. And 23rd, Michele Pirro, 58.9. Okay, so the conclusions on all that, it's that, let me see, let me refresh myself. Okay, now at the moment what we have is that Tardozzi has been talking with Simon Crawford, and it looks obvious that it's obvious to see that Ducati confirms the new engine. So Jorge Martin was the only one who was having doubts because he got very well set it up, the 23 version, and he was the one who had more doubts, but at the end the chrono doesn't lie. So the engine 24 is better. I'm not gonna say much better, but it's clearly better. They confirmed the new engine, and the chrono is showing it. Enea Bastianini is back on the fight. Enea Bastianini is going, as the same Tardozzi just said, he's back. Enea Bastianini is back on the fight, and he looks that he's gonna be a contender. Let me see if I can refresh that, because it looks like the Marquez transponder is not working properly. Something happened. Fabio Di Gian Antonio is still riding. Now it's 15:30 local time. So now in Sepang, in Indonesia, it's 15:30. So they're gonna end up at 18. So there's 2 hours and 20 minutes left of this last session of training in the International Sepang Circuit in Indonesia. Greetings to Indonesia. Gabriel, a ver si acaba el día en top 3 y les mete miedo a todos estos. Todo parece indicar, Gabriel, que han salido por la mañana, porque ya lo tienen visto y han salido todos a gastar el time attack por la mañana. Decían que también queda la opción del tarde, que es ahora, de 4 o de 3:30 a 6. Porque en el centro del día el calor es muy bestia y entonces se va un poco más lento que con la pista un poco más fresca. Se supone que a Marc le tienen que quedar neumáticos a montones, porque el primer día, iba a decir el viernes, el día 1 no los gastó todos y vamos a ver lo que va a pasar, ahora lo veremos. Jofra, ¿qué tal? Hola, ¿sabes si se ha caído Marc? Yo no tengo noticias de que Marc se haya caído. Ahora te lo puedo confirmar, pero yo no, porque han hecho al menos en el mediodía sí se ha caído por la tarde, pero no, sí que veo que el responder no está funcionando, pero yo yo no creo que se haya caído. Lo que sí que ha hecho es un paso adelante. Lo que pasa es que un paso adelante diferente a los que daba antes. Yo no tengo noticia de que haya caído, Jofra. Buen día, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. Hombre, Rele. My question is if during the broadcast you could occasionally perform a song for us. Thank you. Yes, surely. When we've, I mean, now we have 2 hours left of this training session. We're gonna have no MotoGP for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna try to take profit of it. But yeah, we sure if this gets boring, or we see that people is not anymore improving or no one's in the track, then I'm gonna play something. Okay, I'm gonna go to take the guitar, and later on we can sing together something. Ok, vale, pues eso, me piden por ahí que si puedo hacer una canción durante el broadcast y digo, hombre, vamos a aprovechar estas 2 horas que nos quedan, porque ya se acaba en 2 semanas, ya nos vamos a Qatar y en Qatar ya se quedan, porque ya o sea, se quedan, hacen el test y en 2 semanas el Gran Premio. O sea que digamos que ya que la referencia de Sepang, esto es lo último que nos queda y no veo mucha gente en pista. No veo mucha gente en pista. Veo que el transporter de Márquez o se ha caído, no puede ser, es un fallo de transponder, porque fijaros que Jorge Martín, Enea Bastianini, Márquez y Alex Rins están todos parados en el mismo punto. Sí que vemos ahí a Gian Antonio, ese transponder funciona, pero ahí hay 4 transponders bloqueados. Entonces, o es una caída múltiple entre esos 4 pilotos no, pero ya se está moviendo, dice Antonio, o han tenido una caída los 4 en el mismo punto del final del T1, o es un fallo del transponder, que yo creo que es lo más probable. Ok. Pues sí, vamos a hacer una canción después, cuando acabe el tema. ¿Qué dice Rele? Good morning, Sam. Glad to see you again. I have a question. We'll know that your passion is motorcycle, but also music. Yeah, I love music. I love music. Me encanta la música. Y las motos. Me gusta mucho. Soy un viciado de esto desde toda la vida. Sí, siempre me ha gustado mucho. Es una masterclass en manejo del riesgo. Y aprendes mucho con este deporte, porque tienen que jugar al filo del riesgo, ¿sabes? Entonces, bueno, puedes arriesgar a veces, depende, hay muchas variables y las consecuencias de ese riesgo aquí son máximas, ¿no? Vale, pues muy bien, pues me parece que esos transponders están parados. A ver, acaba de dar señal uno de esos 4. Se puede actualizar el transponder. Es que sabes lo que pasa, que cuando no tenemos más señal que el live timing, normalmente no falla, ¿eh? O sea, falla más a menudo el vídeo que evidentemente por aquí no puedo pasar el vídeo de pago. Pero bueno, es que no hay vídeo de pago hoy, ¿eh? O sea, aunque no, es que hoy solo hay live timing. Entonces, tenemos la información que tenemos. En el mediodía que han hecho este vídeo que estaba poniendo, que es lo que MotoGP por YouTube ha sacado de mediodía, y ahora cuando acaben sacarán otro vídeo Este vídeo era de media hora y yo supongo que al acabar la tanda harán el after the flag y ahí explicarán más o todo. Pero los avances de Mark son evidentes, ¿eh? O sea, ya ha rodado en 57. Hello, Gab. Morning, have a nice day. Only 2 hours to go. Okay, let's see what it is that's happening. Di Gian Antonio 58-1. This is quite this is a fast time. He keeps pulling. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, we knew that we could have the risk that maybe once he would have tried our bike, we say, "Oh, what's going on here?" You know. But in fact, he arrived very calm. He was not really, let's say, appreciating the 2023 bike, but as soon he tested on he jumped on the 2024 model in Valencia, he said, "Oh, this is." You know, a bike that definitely has some positive point compared to Ducati, and also some negative point. That let's continue to work with it, and then the fact that also we offer him a 2 years contract, and we are open also to renew the contract for the future because we need experienced rider like him to develop the bike. I think, you know, it give him some kind of you know, he's more calm and more relaxed, secure as well. Yeah, relax to work step by step, and yeah, we know that we have a long path to still to recover. If you look at today lap time on the other riders, we are still missing several tenths, but let's say that we are just at the beginning of a new journey.
Great stuff. I saw one like a second faster than you were here at the race, so it's a good step forward. Lucio, really appreciate your time. I'll hand back to Jack.
Yeah, Lucio, thank you very much for joining us, and wish you all the best of luck through the rest of testing, and also hopefully we see Honda a bit more at the sharp end in 2024.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lucio.
Thanks, Lucio.
So Lucio Cecchinello there. I think what's really nice about the whole situation with Johann Zarco coming into the team is there's a clear understanding of what role Johann is playing there. He's not a rider that's going to go, I mean, he still is a rider that's capable of going, getting race wins and podiums. We saw that last year. He had one of his best seasons in MotoGP. But in the Honda organisation, the operation there in LCR, he's purely there to use his knowledge, his now matured persona, and provide that calm and considered feedback. And I think we've already seen that he has no trouble doing that now.
Well, I really didn't know how it was going to play out, because you do need a little bit of luck that you have a confident feeling from the bike. And without that, it just doesn't work. And he, if we can get through the pit lane, I don't hear any bikes, so there's not much point. He might as well sign off here. I was hoping to see who was working out in this heat, but we won't do that. No bikes circulating at the moment, and no rain, so we're lucky. It was meant to rain about now. Yeah, so quickly back to Johann Zarco. I think there's a bit of luck there that he's clicked with the machine, because that's the first thing you do need. The new machine is better, as Lucio was saying. He didn't like the 2023 one. Does the 24. He's being really positive about it. But if you look at it, Juan Mir, 1.1 seconds faster this morning than he did on his crazy time attack lap. He was faster than Mark here at the race, and that was 58.4, and now he's done 57.3. I mean, 1.1 seconds faster is a clear, on paper, massive improvement from Honda.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you saw a bike take a 1.1 second leap in pre-season testing? Never. I don't think we've ever seen a leap that big, at least in modern MotoGP times. Now, from Honda, let's ramble through the rest of the manufacturers. We're outside KTM, actually, so let's talk about KTM. Actually, if you pan over there, you can just see Brad Binder having lunch with a couple of the engineers and Paul Espargaro as well. Don't want to disturb them too much, but anyway, we'll poke the camera in and see if we can
I don't know if they're going to appreciate they realise there's cameras on them. But Paul, lovely guy. He's been supporting them. He did the shakedown test, which the shakedown test really is making sure all the machines are glitch free, because you can't afford the factory riders to lose track time with an electronic problem or something silly. So he ran through all of the machines ready for and tested a couple of things, but ready for the factory guys to turn up and push on, which they've done. And it's what I wanted to bring up about KTM. I mean, there's all the technical stuff they've brought. They always bring a lot. I mean, we've seen an amazing amount of aero, but they've had 2 engines as well, upgrades to test. The carbon fibre chassis for everyone now. Everyone's on the newer engine, of course, because they have to check that all the riders are happy with it before they homologate it. And so heaps of work. But then I'd like to say testing, the thing that's difficult to judge about testing is there is people that you don't notice or appreciate doing a massive amount of work. And I think from what I've seen, Jack Miller's one of those guys. Remember last year, everyone was saying, oh, Jack's a second off the pace. But he was going through everything for KTM ready for the first race. And the first race he turned up, that's what we're talking about. Bang,
exactly.
I'm fast. And I think from what I've seen, that's what Jack's doing again. He looked so tired last night. He's just doing everything the engineers want. And they all say, oh, Jack's happy to work for us. He does what we need. So there's a lot of that in the pit lane that people don't see on the timesheet.
Absolutely, yeah. Jack's a grafter, there's no doubt about it. We saw on day 1 he was the first to go out with the new aero that they had. Then on day 2 he's the first to start using the little front fender wing that they've got. So he's been the first and kind of the guinea pig in a lots of things for KTM that they've had down the line. Now, under the KTM banner, I do want to push on to Pedro Acosta. We'll also talk about Aprilia later, because this ties into one thing. Pedro Acosta did a sprint simulation earlier that was only 1 second slower than Aleix Espargaro's sprint simulation. And the reason why that's impressive is because Aleix Espargaro's sprint simulation was about 6 seconds quicker than the race winner's sprint simulation here last year, Alex Marquez, when he won that Tissot sprint at the Grand Prix. Pedro, over 10 laps to be 1 second slower than Aleix already is remarkable.
So people will know, whenever we've been talking about Pedro Acosta, I have been playing it down because I don't want any pressure on Pedro, and purely because I genuinely care. I don't want him to get hurt, and there's lots to learn before you go racing a MotoGP bike. And then when you do race, you've got all these buttons to control and maps, and as the tyre wears down, and
now
fuel and
running.
torque and engine braking, to manage all this.
Okay,
and
this is live. Let me stop that, sorry. Márquez está en pista. Ok, ahora mismo Márquez está en pista. Vale, casi 2 horas marcan o sea, casi 2 minutos, más de 2 minutos en el primer parcial. That means that he has been stopped for a while. Now it's gonna be the final surprise of this Sepang test. Okay, this is the last run. He have 2 hours, but we'll see. Let's see if he can do a time attack. This year is gonna be amazing. Really amazing. Vale, pasa por el primero, está... Bueno, aún esta vuelta no va a ser buena, ¿eh? Seguro está calentando neumáticos. Está a casi 6 décimas del tiempo más rápido. Vale, he's taking temperature, so he's going 25.5. 25.5, it's not fast yet, but he have the chance. He's alone. Maverick Viñales is following him. No, he's following Maverick Viñales, but Viñales is faster now. Marquez is still getting up to heat. We don't know what kind of tires he's using. We have very little information yet. 55.4, 53.4, sorry. $130. It's not good yet. This would be a 2 minutes, I think. Maybe 2:1. It's the second lap, so he's still heating the tire. He's like a second behind, 2:01. He's a second behind Maverick. He's following Maverick. Maverick 24/7 is going fast. 24.8 is pretty fast. $52.3. Not bad. Not super fast, but it's getting close. You know that yesterday Marquez was the one who made more laps in 58. Maybe he did no 57s yesterday, but he was the third one on the field to make more 58s. So he has a pace, and now let's see if he can squeeze a bit more. This is a 29.5. 29.5 is not very good. He made a mistake, I think. No, but Viñales did also 29 there. It's going to be a bit better, but not much better. It's going through now. 59.7. 59.7. 331. It's like almost 10 kilometers per hour faster at the end of the straight than the Aprilia. The Aprilia does 323 and Marquez is doing 331. They're still going. They're going through the first sector. 24/7. This is good. This is good. This is good. 24/7. This is good. 24/7 in the first sector. 24/773. It's way faster than Maverick. I think Mark advanced Maverick. Now is going in front. I'm saying yes. Now Mark is leading. Now Maverick is chasing Mark. 52. No, not good. Not good. No. The advancement cost him time. No, this is not gonna be good. It's going to be the next lap. Pepe, ¿qué tal? Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? Yo creo que han salido todos, a primera hora, porque esta pista tiene o haces el tiempo por la mañana o lo haces a última hora, porque en el centro del día es demasiado calor y con la pista un poco más fresca se puede ir más rápido. Entonces, por la mañana yo creo que han salido todos a hacer el blando como locos para dejar el tiempo hecho. Y ahora vamos a verlo. Le quedan 2 horas, tiene 2 horas, está solo en pista, ¿eh? Porque iba detrás de Maverick, pero ahora ha pasado a Maverick y ahora está tirando él solo. Ahora pasa por el primero, ahora está tirando él solo. Matt, ¿qué pasa? Vamos, Mark, sí, estamos todos aquí esperando, a ver. 24-6, esto es rápido, esto es muy rápido, ¿eh? Está solo, ¿eh? Está solo, ¿eh? Tiene a Nakagami... No me digas que Nakagami se ha caído delante de la hora. 52-0. Esto es bueno, ¿eh? Esto es bueno, ¿eh? Esto es bueno. 52-0 en el 2. Está en el tercero. Se ha sacado de encima a Maverick porque Maverick... ¿Dónde está Maverick? Sí, Maverick estaba cogiéndole rueda a Maverick, pero Maverick ha empezado a tontear y al final lo ha adelantado. Pasa por el tercero, 28-7. No está mal, ¿eh? Esto sí que está bien. Esto ya es un 58 seguro, ¿eh? 28-7. Esto yo creo que tiene que ser un 58. Y está solo en pista, ¿eh? A ver, está llegando a meta. No, mierda, para en box. ¡Oh! Joder. Bueno, le quedan 2 horas, le queda casi 2 horas. Okay, Mark went to the box. He was already fast, but he stopped again. It seems, Crawford said yesterday, that it seems like he's not showing everything. And at the beginning I thought, nah, but if you have it, you're gonna put it on the table. But what I'm seeing, Simon Crawford said yesterday in After the Flag, in the great program of DornaMotoGP.com, which I recommend, of course. I'm a super fan. I'm a customer of Dorna products, mainly the video pass, more recently the live timing pass, for more than 15 years at least, maybe more. And I will be for 50 more, forever, because it is my passion. So he went to the box. Now it's only Banaya now it's running. It's going to be very important to see if Banaya improves this. Sorry. Pepe, ¿qué tal? Muchas gracias. Gracias a ti, Pepe, por estar ahí. A ver, mi sensación, ¿eh? Crawford ayer dijo una cosa en el After the Flag, que alguien me lo estaba diciendo en directo ayer, Pero yo pensé, no, hombre, no, sí, hombre, ¿cómo va a ser eso? Y decía que estaba como dando pistas falsas, ¿no? Porque él está ajustando la moto. Dice, no, él no tiene piezas que probar, porque ya es lo que hay. Pero la evolución de la Ducati 23 es Marc. O sea, digamos, la última parte del vacío de la frenada, muy al final, frenando en inclinación, ahí tiene un vacío que aún no sabe cómo y lo está ajustando. Y decía Crafford, que yo me pensé que alguien lo decía, como diciendo, hombre, que en la última de Sepang, que ya sabes que es una contrarrecta, frenas de izquierdas y redondita para entrar en la línea de meta, y que decía Crafford que venía bien en todos los sectores y que en la última curva se abría. Y dice, hostia, se ha colado. Y lo volví a hacer en la siguiente. Entonces, claro, ¿qué decía Crafford? Porque cuando lo decíamos aficionados, bueno, pues yo pensé, bueno, ya veremos. Pero que lo diga Crafford, que está ahí y que sabe de lo que habla y que es expiloto y tal, dice, porque claro, es una forma de maquillar tu resultado. Por tanto, nuestro Dios Cristo Márquez ahora puede pasar un milagro y es por eso, es porque tú has estado trabajando tu ritmo, trabajando tu setting, no has enseñado más de lo necesario en ningún momento y como tienes el truquillo de la curva última, ahí bajas medio segundo solo haciendo esa última curva bien. Parece un poco de Oliver y Benji, pero es Marc Márquez, ¿eh? Es Jesucristo, ¿eh? O sea que si de alguien se puede esperar algo, pero de todas maneras, aunque eso no suceda, que eso es mi flipada de flipado, ¿eh? De Imperial Brillante, pero aunque eso no suceda, la nueva evolución de este fenómeno no es como antes, de salir a matarse, ganarlo todo. No, 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 porque piensa que Enea Bastianini, ante la disputa de confirmar o no el motor nuevo, bueno, claro, Jorge lo tenía muy bien y Jorge, con tal como lo tenía, ya empezar como estaba, ya le iba bien. Y entonces él tuvo más como peros de decir, oye, ¿por qué no empezamos así tal cual y ya luego veremos y tal? Pero Bastianini inmediatamente dijo, no, 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 el 24 es mejor. Y Banaya también. O sea que no le queda otra que adaptarse al 24. Que evidentemente tú tendrás el 23 más ajustadito y el 24, aunque sea mejor, pero requerirá de ese ajuste, ¿no? Pero claro, eso significa muchísima presión y Marc es muy listo. Marc es muy listo. Marc va a forzar los errores de los demás, estoy seguro. O sea, se va a poner en un punto de ritmo de, oye, al final te lo estás jugando con 8 Ducatis y una KTM. O sea que tú siempre vas a estar en el top 5, top 6 sin movidas gordas. Y ya luego, si te ves en condiciones, arriesgas. Y eso ya solo que los otros se pondrán nerviosos, porque al final Bastianini viene a matar, Jorge se va a jugar la vida, Banaya ya lo vimos que el año pasado, aparte de que le tocó la lotería, porque yo lo vi muerto en la 3 de Montmeló, en el suelo tumbado y todos ahí acelerando a mangueta. Lo vimos todos, que sobreviviera a eso fue un milagro, o sea, tuvo muchísima suerte Banaya y ya vimos que para final de año le temblaban las piernas, o sea que ahora con tanta presión por Ducati, porque ya vemos que Alex Márquez está en 56 también, hay 4 tíos en 56 y todos son Ducatis. Está Di Gian Antonio apretando, que también le han hecho el hueco los del rancho del Rossi. En definitiva, hay mucha presión y yo creo que la nueva estrategia de Marc es, oye, yo tengo una buena base y sin jugarme la vida voy a pillar muchísimos puntos siempre y vosotros a ver quién la tiene más grande, a ver quién se lesiona, porque Morbidelli, ojo, que una de las 4 patas negras es de Morbidelli, y Morbidelli se metió un ostionazo que aún está, ya veremos, Gap, maybe the best, oops, sorry, maybe he doesn't want to show his potential and then explode in the first race. Gab, yeah, I agree. Simon Crawford was saying exactly the same. I think that now Acosta is going. Let's see what Acosta can make. Yeah, he's planning the season. The season is gonna be very long. So now you're gonna pay very expensive the mistakes, you know? So yeah, it's a long road. Thank you for being here, Gab. Thank you. Pepe dice, es increíble lo que han mejorado las motos estos 4 meses, casi un segundo por debajo del récord de la pista. Aún no siendo oficial, es una locura, sí, es muy rápido, muy rápido. Y al final es lo que estamos hablando. Yo creo que hay un vídeo, no sabría ahora cómo buscarlo, pero ¿cómo busco este vídeo? Espérate un momento. Yo creo que es muy descriptivo de lo que... Mira, os lo voy a encontrar, un segundo. Este vídeo os lo quiero encontrar porque... Okay. This is it, where it is. Let me see if I can find it directly on YouTube. No lo encuentro, no lo encuentro. Bueno, no sé cómo buscarlo. Ok, Gap. But are there any more tests after today? Yeah, they go to Qatar. Now it's 2 weeks of rest, and then we go to Qatar. We make 3 days of testing in Qatar, and then we go 1 or 2 weeks resting, and then the first GP also in Qatar. So the tests in Qatar are going to be very important because the first race is going to be in Qatar. So the ones who are going to be fast in the tests are going to be on the top for the race, for sure. Víctor, ¿qué tal? Muy buenos tiempos de Mark hoy por encima del tiempo de Q2 del año pasado. También imagino diferentes condiciones que está en la pomada, mejor o igual que los del año pasado. Buah, sí, no pasa nada, tiene ritmo, tiene ritmo. Mira, ahora ha salido... No. Sí, sí, tiene ritmo, tiene ritmo. No, yo no me preocupo nada, ¿eh? O sea, todo mi dinero va a Marc Márquez. Marc Márquez es el campeón seguro, vamos, es que me juego dinero. ¿Por qué? Porque ya está con ellos. Ahora Marc ya no es un como antes, ¿sabes? Al final él ha aprendido de sus lecciones. Y la lesión de Jerez, cuando estaba doblando a toda la parrilla, le enseñó, bueno, no solo la lesión de Jerez, sino también cómo, claro, el problema que se autogeneró por un exceso de confianza brutal, que es decir, oye, me he roto el húmero por la mitad, con el nervio radial y en la mano derecha del piloto todo el peso, que esto no es una clavícula. Y yo soy tan rico, tan poderoso y tengo un globazo de confianza tan heavy que no me pueden parar ni los médicos ni nadie. Y les digo, ponerme una placa que voy mañana a entrenar. Y ahí es cuando se hace daño, de verdad. Más que en la lesión, es en querer poner Yo no sé cómo los médicos le dejan hacer eso, pero claro, ya está pasado, pero ha aprendido mucho. Y Marc no va a cometer errores, está clarísimo. Sí, sí, va a ser campeón este año. Shaften, Marc es perro viejo y ya ha demostrado más de una vez que le gusta la estrategia. Sí, sí, y es un hombre de negocios de top, del máximo nivel. O sea, no solo es un piloto rápido. Entonces, yo creo que la presión que tiene Banaya, la presión que tiene Bastianini, porque si y Jorge, claro, Jorge, la Ducati pata negra, que de momento, mientras Morbidelli esté ahí pajarito, ya veremos, ¿eh? Porque la lesión de Morbidelli, cuando los médicos, por un golpe en la cabeza, o sea, no tiene nada, no tiene cervicales, no se ha roto ningún hueso, es simplemente el golpe a la cabeza. Dice que, oye, que hay un peligro de coágulo, algo así. Este tipo de lesiones son como lo de la diplopia de Marc. O sea, son lesiones que están fuera del catálogo de lo normal. Y no olvidemos que Morbidelli tiene 30 años, va a hacer ya, ¿eh? Y no es lo mismo los 30 de Marc que los 30 de Morbidelli. Sabemos lo que decimos. O sea, que salga Tardozzi y Daliña a hablar abiertamente por el canal oficial de Dorna de Aldeguer, ojo, la posición, o sea, la cuarta Ducati pata negra, la compañera de Jorge, veremos qué pasa con Morbidelli, porque yo ayer vi el Pecino GP, yo no me pierdo nunca el Pecino GP, os recomiendo a todos Pecino GP, Manuel Pecino, el creador de Solo Moto, y Antonio, que es el chico este de Granada, que bueno, Pecino, que voy a decir, y Antonio es un fenómeno, es un crack, ya, joder, no se le escapa una, está encima, sabe de lo que habla, o sea, muy bien, muy bien, y yo no me pierdo esta noche, no me voy a perder nada, porque dan todos los detalles, muchas cosas que yo ayer en el directo no sabíamos y que luego por la noche, claro, pensar que Pecino está en Sepang y Antonio está en el campamento base con toda la información, con todo bien ordenadito y tal, o sea, es una maravilla, os recomiendo a todos, sobre todo los hispanohablantes, que veáis esta noche Pecino GP y que os suscribáis al canal de Manuel Pecino y Antonio. Es el mejor de todos, el mejor es este, de verdad. A ver, si queréis un poco así más televisivo, lo que hace Nico Bat está muy bien. Lo que hace diálogos sobre ruedas, todos están muy bien, pero mi recomendación, donde yo voy siempre a buscar información, es Vecino GP. Os lo recomiendo de verdad. Schafren. Además, ahora que todas las Ducati le miran la telemetría, estoy seguro de que está guardándose algunas en la manga. Yo también, sí. Krafar lo ha dicho, ¿eh? Krafar lo ha dicho, lo dijo ayer. A ver, ha salido, un momento. No, sigue en box. Vale, vale. Sí, sí, estoy seguro, ¿eh? Ojalá. Bueno, es lo que te digo, vamos a ganar seguro los apasionados de Márquez, ¿sabes? Porque al final los que hemos, oye, cuando yo era de Pedrosa, vosotros sabéis, los que seguíais Actualidad MotoGP, bueno, la Actualidad MotoGP es esto, lo que pasa que ahora he juntado todo, lo de la música, mi trabajo, todo, ¿sabes? Porque pienso, no voy a tener 3 canales, tío, oye. Hablo de motos, hago música y también hago unas terapias de inteligencia emocional y no sé qué. ¿Qué voy a hacer? 3 canales diferentes. Oye, a tomar por culo. Lo hago todo en un canal y ya está. Y quien diga, pues si encima hablas de música, entonces me doy de baja. Pues oye, que se dé de baja quien quiera darse de baja. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Yo no voy a dejar de hablar de motos. Sí que es verdad que pasé un bajón porque por mucho trabajo y porque la lesión de Mark y todo lo que pasó con Honda fue un horror, de verdad, fue un horror. O sea, fueron casi 4 años porque el título de Mir, el título de Banaya, el título de, ¿sabes? O sea, que fue como el de Quartararo, fueron, bueno, a ver quién es el menos malo, pero realmente yo creo que ni Quartararo, ni Mir, ni el propio Banaya le han ganado a Marc realmente. Entonces estamos muertos de ganas de ver qué va a pasar. Ya te digo, puede ser que se esté guardando. ¿Cuánto queda de test? Dice Jofra. A ver, ahora mismo en hora local, estos son. Queda 1 hora y 32 minutos. Ahora, hora local son las 4:30. Acaba de salir Binder, Mark no sale. No veo ninguno de los. O sea, veo gente. Miller está rodando. Nakagami, pero. No, yo creo que Banaya, Martín. Bastianini, no sé, los transponders están fallando, no sé qué está pasando. Yo supongo que estando en test, esto tendrá que ver con meter las motos por detrás. ¿Sabes? No pasas por meta y muchas veces no te metes en box, sino que te metes por detrás, por el carril de servicio. Y entonces eso deja loco al transponder y hasta que no das un par de vueltas y lo vuelves como a meter en sitio. Es mi intuición, ¿eh? No lo puedo saber, pero como es la única... Hostia. Bueno, ahora contestaré, un segundo. Ay. Pues eso, 1 hora y media. Vamos a aprovecharlo porque luego nos quedamos tirando. I loved Sachsenring 2016. Sachsenring 2016. Maybe Pedrosa, isn't it? Marc Márquez. Marc Márquez winner. Dani Pedrosa 6th. Yeah, of course, Márquez in Sachsenring. And this is a very bad circuit for Marquez. And the other thing is that it is a very good circuit for Bastianini. Marini extraña al VR. Hombre, claro, se ha ido de la mejor moto a la peor. Sí, yo creo que ahora mismo, puestos a elegir, preferiría una Yamaha que una Honda. Bueno, no lo sé. De todas maneras, parece que Mir ha dicho cosas interesantes, pero a ver, vienes de la mierda, o sea, vienes de campos de tierra, o sea, quieres jugar la Champions. Ya veremos. Sí que las concesiones son mayores de las que se han llegado a dar nunca, pero y con motores abiertos y pudiéndolos apretar más. Claro, lo que dijo Mir ayer fue muy importante y dijo, claro, nosotros ahora el riesgo de caída no es tan alto porque el riesgo de caída estaba porque forzábamos muchísimo el tren delantero frenando. Y entonces, claro, aprietas tanto de delante por la falta de tracción. O sea, tú tienes una falta de tracción tan bestia que entonces no te queda otro que en la frenada. Y entonces, claro que si entras colado en la frenada, pasas lento, porque claro, has entrado colado y si ya sales lento porque no tienes tracción, si encima has entrado colado, pues sales más lento aún. Entonces, claro, eso es lo que te va frustrando y llega un momento en que en las frenadas ya se te va la olla, ¿sabes? ¿Qué pasa? Que ahora hay menos riesgo de caída, ¿por qué? Porque parece que la moto tracciona mejor. De hecho, las puntas de la Yamaha y de la Honda, eso también tiene que ver con que si tú tienes motores abiertos e ilimitados, oye, pues le aprieto a tope, se rompe, que se rompa, porque tengo más, ¿sabes? No tengo que hacer toda la temporada. Entonces eso, ojo, ¿eh? Ojo, porque son concesiones, mega concesiones. Ok. It was a beautiful race, yeah. Marquez won in such a ring like 6 or 7 years in a row, isn't it? I remember. With the tire change, yeah. This is car. Okay. This is very good. You see the face of Pedrosa, la cara de Pedrosa, ¿eh? Hola, buenas. Estos test se retransmiten en ningún lado, ¿no? No, solo tenemos este live timing y estas referencias. Quedan. Ahora Márquez ha vuelto a salir a pista. Un segundo, a ver. Márquez en pista de nuevo. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Quedan 1 hora y 25 minutos de pista. Oh, ya viene rápido. Márquez viene rápido. 24-6 en el 1. Esto es rápido. This is very fast in the first sector for Márquez. 24-6 is fast. Fast, fast. Attention, atención, atención. 51-9. Good. 51-9 in the second. 9-7. Atención, viene rápido, no de récord, pero viene rápido. Y le queda 1 hora y media y no hay nadie más en pista, está solo. Está siguiendo a Alex Rins, parece. $28-6 es rápido, Esto ya será un 58 seguro. 28-6-2-1. A ver si hace el truco de la última curva. A ver. Atención, No, que no. A ver. $58-5. Vale, sigue tirando. Vamos, Marc. Vamos. Ahora es el momento, Now is the moment for Marc Márquez. Now he have free track. I think Rins is following him. Let's see who's in front. No, he's following Rins, but it's not too close. 24-4. This is good. Oh. 24-4. No, 24-6. Sorry. He has the pace. He's not doing anything flashy, but he have the pace. Tiene el ritmo, aunque no está haciendo nada así muy espectacular, pero tiene el ritmo, Tiene un ritmo de constante de 58. Lo que dijo ayer Antonio de Pecino GP es que en 58, que es el ritmo de carrera, era el tercero que más 58 tenía. No le había sacado partido al blando para hacer una vuelta rápida, pero sí. A ver, va a pasar por 51-9. Bien, va muy bien. Esto ya será 28-5. Sí, va bien. Esto ya será un 58 muy bajo, Este es un 58 bajo. $58-4. Es el tercer 58 seguido, Sí, Valentín dice lo del desgaste del neumático trasero de Honda. Claro, ganas tracción, pero luego cómo manejas el desgaste del neumático. Es que, a ver, Honda está en la mierda, claro, lo tiene que pasar 51-9, como un reloj, Márquez, Es un reloj, Es un reloj, está haciendo 58 medios, este va a ser el quinto. Es como un tiburón que ves la aleta, no te ataca directamente, pero te está rodeando. Yo creo que ahora esto, si los top, digamos, Banaya, Martín, Bastianini. Bueno, sí, y Acosta, si tú quieres. 28-4 en el 3. Sí, viene rápido. Es otro 58 bajo. Es otro 58 bajo. $58-2. No ha entrado a box, o sea que sigue. Sigue. Es su sexto 58 seguido, sin parar, A ver, va a pasar por el primero. 24-6. Sí, es otro. Sigue al mismo ritmo. Está calcando los parciales. Está calcando los parciales. Sí, está haciendo un ritmo constante de 58 medios bajos. He have the pace, for sure. Hello, Indonesia. I'm super happy to see you again. Greetings to Jakarta and to all Indonesia. 51-8. Sí, está calcando los parciales. He's doing like a clock, all the partials the same time. He's doing 58 medium low. This is gonna be his 7th or 8th 58 medium or low in a row. This is a rhythm to win the race, not to make the pole position, but this is a rhythm to win the race. He have the pace, he have the rhythm, and he's gonna be world champion this year. I'm sure. Va a ser campeón este año. 58-2. Es el octavo 58 bajo que hace seguido y sigue tirando. Esto es un auténtico long run, Y fijaros que la vuelta rápida la ha hecho en la 13 y lleva 42. A ver, va a pasar por el 1 otra vez. Un 24, todo lo que sea por debajo de 25 es bueno. 24, 6. Sí, está en tiempo, Y ojo, esta es más rápida, Esta es un poco más rápida. Ha bajado una décima en el T1. It's impressive. That guy is impressive. Está siguiendo a Costa. Fijaros. Pero Acosta va muy lento. Le va a perjudicar la vuelta a Acosta porque Acosta is not fast yet. Mark fast on Ducati 156. Ricky. Maybe not that fast, but yeah, but the rhythm is very good. The rhythm is 51-7. Sí. Sigue en ritmo, Acosta no le ha molestado porque Acosta iba lento. Estaba saliendo. $28-3. This is maybe a 57. Maybe this is a 57. Esto es un 57. Esto es un 57. O un 58 muy bajo. 58-3, otro 58 bajo. Cede en el T4. Lo que dice Crutchlow es verdad. Lo cede en el T4. Porque yo tengo las referencias por parciales y va a ritmo de pole en los 3 primeros y, como decía Crutchlow, en el último se queda, o sea, no cede, aposta algo. Vale, ahora parado. No, sigue tirando. 24-6 en el primero. lleva muchos 58, ¿eh? O sea, va a ser campeón, pero vamos, seguro. Okay. So let me see. Thanks for streaming this, even though it is in Spanish. No, Kay, I'm talking in English also, and well, I'm going forth with Spanish and English. But there's a lot of people from Spain that follow the Spanish riders. But yeah, just we can speak in English also. Welcome and thank you for being here. David Vicente, claro, solo hay que ver cuántos años ha sido muy superior al resto con una Honda que no funcionaba. Ahora con la Ducati es cuestión de entrar en calor y creo que estará arriba desde el principio. Sí, 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 sí. Para mí es favorito al título. Yeah. Aprilia, they have a, I'm gonna see, wait a moment, just I want to be sure. 55 3 again from Marquez. Marquez is doing a long run of 58 medium lows. Absolutely outstanding. There's 1 hour and 13 minutes to go. Aprilia Spargaro is 5th. He made a 57. This is 57.0. Is super fast. Marquez still doing a super good rhythm of Marquez. And where is Viñales? Viñales 57.5, because the times went down a lot. It's like, wow, the Ducatis improved a lot. And I'm not seeing Acosta as good as we expected, even though he made a 57.3, which is a record time, but the 56 that made Banaya, Martin, Bastianini, and Alex Marquez create a new level. You know, the 24 engine is looking, I mean, no doubt they confirmed already that they are going to use the 24 engine. But you can see the Gian Antonio Marquez, Alex Marquez, and Marc Marquez with the 23 going very good also. So I'm not scared. Marquez is going to dominate. He's going to dominate, not going to win all the races, but it's 58.6 again. I don't know. I counted maybe 10 or 12 laps in 58 low, 58 medium low. And he's still going. Oh, sorry, I lost the comments. Let me go back to the comments board. Always fast. Aleix always been fast on the time attack. Yeah, but we are seeing every time more. We are seeing that Aprilia just need one more step to be in touch with Ducati. Yeah, I think KTM and Aprilia need more. They are too far away yet. They are not close enough. But they are getting closer and closer. So we'll see. We don't know what's going to happen. At the moment, seems that everything starts as it finished last year. But we'll see. We'll see. We are learning at every moment. Look, for example, I'm going to show you some. These. This is it. This is what I want to show. Okay, I'm gonna put a video, okay? I'm gonna put a video for a little while.
The risk of crashing increases as he clocks speeds of 150, 200, and then 225 miles per hour. Jim wants to hit
Again.
300 miles per hour in his modified Mazda RX-7 with its 900 horsepower engine. Jim sets off on his record-breaking attempt. The risk of crashing increases as he clocks speeds of 150,
200.
200, and then 225 miles per hour.
Okay, so this is how you can explain the aero parts, you know, when the power is so big that you just fly away. You saw the car, you know, 300 miles per hour is like how many kilometers per hour? 200 miles is 321 per hour. So when the car is 150, when it's 200, it's 321 kilometers per hour. And at 220, that should be 370, 380 kilometers per hour, the car just flies away. So this is what's happening with all the aero thing, to keep it down, to do the downforce, and to prevent the wheelie and all that stuff, you know. Okay, I will try to do it later. Okay. Without any aero, haha, this guy is a matchman. No wonder he had accident. Valentín. Enea volvió con sus tiempos como Gresini. Sí, sí. Claro, es que en Bastianini el año pasado se lesionó muy grave. Estuvo toda la primera mitad de año que no, muy jodido. Entonces, si ahora tiene la moto, bueno. Juan Pedro dice, si hablas en español, eso agradece también, hay españoles siguiéndolo. Claro que sí, hombre. Bueno, decidme de dónde estáis viendo esto, los que habláis castellano, ¿vale? Si es España o si es Latinoamérica, ¿vale? Decidme de dónde estáis viendo esto y a ver cómo acaba. Porque ahora, después de hacer el long run, K says 125 miles per hour, 200. But 200 miles per hour is 321 kilometers per hour. And 220 miles per hour, that it's when the car just flies, maybe 370 or 380 kilometers per hour, more or less. Yeah. The aero, when the power is so big, you need the aero. I mean, because if not, you fly. 186, and then he says 150, 200, and then at 220 is when the car just flies away. 220, how many kilometers per hour is 220? Mark is going top 5 today because he's pushing today. Yeah, Emir, thanks for being here. I'm super excited and super happy. Desde Murcia, Pepe, ¿qué pasa, tío? Tenemos al gran nuevo campeón de Mazarrón. Hostia, tío, este tío es top class, qué crack. A ver, no va a ser tan bonito, porque ya lo vamos a ver, pero déjate estar, porque al final se ha adaptado rapidísimo. Mira dónde está Augusto, que ya lo siento por Augusto, pero... Y mira dónde está él. Yo creo que KTM le va a dar todo lo que sea. Y espérate, porque Marc no ha firmado 2 años con Ducati, porque ya veremos lo que pasa durante el año. O sea, yo creo que KTM acabará siendo la moto ganadora a finales de este año. Suba, how are you doing? Marc is the best. Yeah, I also think so. And he's still pushing. How many laps in 58? Ahora ya no va tan rápido. Ahora va a parar, yo creo. Ha dado muchas vueltas seguidas ahora, sí. I think he's gonna stop on box now. There's 1 hour left. And now, what would be perfect is that if he takes a soft tire and tries to do a time attack to like the frost of the cake. But the rhythm is good to win tomorrow. The rhythm is, el ritmo es bueno, no me preocupa nada. David Vicente Ocaña, España, Almería, but also I speak English. Nice to have you here, David, muy bien. Perfecto, perfecto. Oye, ahora le queda que si monta un blando y mete el último roncico, el ritmo lo tiene, ya tiene ritmo, ya tiene la moto, ya está. Estoy muy contento porque sí que esperamos todos el rojo, espérate, que le queda 1 hora, y aún no ha probado y les tienen que sobrar neumáticos porque el primer día lo perdió casi todo. Ayer no compensó todo lo que hizo el primer día y hoy le tienen que quedar blandos y le tienen que quedar cosas. Por tanto, ha probado el long run, ha hecho una serie de entre 12 y 14 vueltas en 58 medios y bajos. Es un ritmazo de la hostia, porque ayer Antonio de Pecino GP y Pecino repasaban las vueltas del día 2 y el más rápido había sido en cuanto, claro, o sea, tú puedes contar la vuelta más rápida o puedes contar cuántas vueltas en ritmo de carrera has metido. Y Marc era el tercero ya ayer. O sea que hoy, aunque aún, a ver si a última hora le mete, pero... Nuno, ¿qué tal desde Lisboa, Portugal? Obrigado. Muy bien, muy bien. A ver si pone un blando, va, que el ritmo lo tiene, chicos, el ritmo lo tiene. Está para ganar ya desde la primera. Tiene ritmo, no se ha precipitado. Tanto Martín como Bastianini han montado blando esta mañana, han hecho su time attack pronto para dejar la lista ya, pero espérate porque Marc le queda 1 hora y está solo. Yo creo que los demás ya se han ido. Entonces, ojo, porque la pista no está mal. No parece que está mal porque ha estado haciendo ritmo de 58 con la gorra. Ahora, en esta hora que le queda, sí que podría hacer un par de ensayos de time attack, porque le deben quedar blandos, no los habrá gastado todos, imagino. Entonces, si ahora sale y hace 2 intentos de tiempo con blando y los otros ya sin tiempo de reacción, porque ya no sé si tendrían tiempo de salir, ahí sí que nos reiremos y la presión es para ellos. Marc está haciendo, tú sabes, el abogado, sabes que te iba persiguiendo, no entraba de golpe, pero no dejaba de tal. Y está haciendo esto. No está haciendo, no, está haciendo esto. Y ya estoy aquí. Y ahora ya puedo estar constante aquí. Tú puedes hacer un pico aquí, pero tu ritmo de constancia está aquí. O sea, ya tiene el ritmo de constancia y ahora es simplemente que se atreva a montar blando y salga a hacer un intento de tiempo. A ver qué pasa. Pero ya tiene el ritmo. Yo me voy muy contento de lo que va a pasar este año. Schafren, perdón. La pregunta no es si puede, la pregunta es si quiere marcar tiempos. Sinceramente, viendo cómo bajan las expectativas en los medios, quiere mantener un perfil bajo para no destapar sus cartas. Sí, sí, Schaffen. Estoy bastante de acuerdo con lo que dice Schaffen. Aún así, Mark va de tapado, no quiere ser el centro de atención, ya lo dijo en Valencia. Sí, estoy de acuerdo, ¿eh? Kevin Menteagudo desde Blanes, Girona, Cataluña. Una alegría de que Marc esté cogiendo el ritmo y tenga la moto donde casi quiere en 3 días. Y un circuito que no le va bien del todo, a falta lo que dices. Sí, sí, está claro. Y como no vemos, a ver, sí que rápidamente tanto Tardozzi como Daliña han corrido a decir que sí, y ha habido como un poco de pique. Yo creo que aquí el más presionado son Bastianini y Martín. Yo creo que Martín, él mismo se ha puesto la soga en el cuello, porque antes de empezar la temporada y empezar diciendo que si este año no lo ponen de rojo, que se va a otra fábrica, no me parece una estrategia. A ver, puede ser que ya lo tengas cerrado y entonces dices, oye, si o sea, como a mí, no sé, Yamaha, Honda, KTM, quien sea, me ha ofrecido un pastizal y un contrato de 3 años, yo les he dicho que de momento no les digo nada y entonces digo eso porque si no a mitad de año, oye, yo me firmo con quien sea, ¿no? Pero bueno, la presión está alta. O sea, ahora todo lo que no sea que ganes, ¿sabes? Y en cambio Mark, que es perro viejo y es muy listo, es un hombre de negocios muy sofisticado, lo que ha hecho es decir, oye, mataros, yo voy poniendo la moto a punto, la pongo como a mí me gusta, no lo enseño todo, porque anda que no corrió Banaya a ver los datos de Marc de Valencia, que los datos de Marc de Valencia no pueden servir de mucho porque es una sola tanda, es un solo día. Los datos de aquí ya dicen mucho más. Entonces, que tú te vayas 2 semanas con toda la telemetría, todos los detalles, todo, yo creo que ha escondido cosas. Sí. Porque entonces 8, 7 tíos pueden plagiar o pueden copiar lo que tú estás replicando. Y yo creo que está dando, como decía Crawford, sandbagging. Sandbagging sería como dar pistas falsas, ¿no? Como marear, que no esté claro si sí, si no, cómo lo saca, por qué lo saca. ¿Sabes? Está ahí sin sacar la cabeza, pero sí, es Terminator, tío. Pero no el Terminator que no, el que se hacía líquido y, ¿sabes? El chungo, súper chungo, es una nueva evolución de Terminator. Jofre Balcells, ¿crees que harán Team Attack? Time Attack. Yo lo estoy esperando, coño, tío, monta un blando y aprieta un poco. Ahora dice Antonio, ahora lo que nos va a dar mucha pista de si eso va a pasar o no, es que, por ejemplo, Gian Antonio acaba de salir a pista, Viñales acaba de salir a pista. Vamos a ver si vemos naranjas. Pensar que son las 5 de la tarde. Sí que es Indonesia, que es mucho calor, pero son las 5 de la tarde. Habrá mucha goma, no lo sé. Ver otras referencias sería bueno. Mira, sale Besequi. Besequi puede ser una referencia buena, Oliveira también. ¿Quién más? Y Quartararo está en pista también. A ver, va, hombre, a ver si nos da. Lo que pasa que si hace un time attack enseñará todo. Igual puede ser que no lo haga. No lo sé, no lo sé. Queda una hora, chicos. How is the weather in Sepang? Let's see it. Ooh, very hot. So a little bit of wind, not much. And until 6 p.m. when the track is closed is 30. So it's going down after. So yeah, I think the track is going to be okay until 6. Okay. So okay. So while we wait, if look who's going out, Di Gian Antonio. Okay, while we wait, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some music. Okay. Um, gonna put some music like. Oh, I'm gonna put this because those were the comments of the morning. Mark Market race pace is looking pretty strong compared to the rest of the Ducati riders. For the attack, he is not that far, but let's wait until the last 15 minutes of the day. I'm waiting for the time attack, Diamond. I'm waiting for the time attack. The pace is incredible. He made just the last 30 minutes, he made like 12, 13 laps in a row in 58 medium low, which is a rhythm to win the race. And we are waiting for the last time attack. I think Martin Banaya and Bastianini, they are out of the circuit because they didn't appear. Of course, it's the only information that we have. There's no video yet. We're gonna have the after the flag uh, after the track time ends. And this is Marquez going out. This is Marquez going out. No, no, no. It's been there, been there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some music while I go to look for more coffee. I'm gonna put you my favorite songs that I recorded in the last times. So that is my favorites, I call it. This is the playlist, my favorite. I'll put that one. They ask me how I knew my true love was true. Of course we no, but I don't want to do that. Sorry. Leave it. Binder is going fast in the first sector. Cat Air Drone, bienvenido. Yeah, Lancaster Bautista says, I really think Mark is sandbagging. Yeah. And yeah, he's hiding things. I don't think he will be behind this, his brother. Yeah. Gracias, Cat Air. And Diamond, amazing stream, Sam. Good job. Trophy, yellow, smiling. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Diamond. There's a Spanish reporter called Manuel Pecino, and he does Pecino GP. He does it in Spanish, but he's very well connected with Dorna, and everything is the top elite Dorna organization, teams, everything is in Spain and mainly in Europe, and he's very well connected, and he always have everything. For example, he discovered many things that we are not getting from the official channel. So yeah, it looks pretty good at the moment. Let's see if we have the grace of Xavi del Rosal. ¿Qué pasa, tío? ¿Cómo estás? Me alegro mucho de verte por aquí. Estamos viendo a ver si Mark ya nos ha demostrado que tiene ritmo, ya tiene ritmo. Si la carrera fuera mañana, está... no, es Binder. Y ahora lo que estamos esperando es si antes de acabar, si monta un blando y hace una vueltita bonita. Pero claro, si está haciendo táctica de no enseñar las tetas, porque claro, ahora los otros 7 quieren ver todos sus números y dónde los saca y cómo los saca. Y yo creo que si lo que quiere es despistar un poco y que no vean o que tarden más en ver cómo lo saca, igual su estrategia es, ya tiene el ritmo ya lo tiene. Y claro, y en el ritmo, como es un ritmo de 58 medios bajos, no... Bueno, pues hasta ese punto donde se va a ver la diferencia es en el 57 y ahí no lo enseña, no ha hecho time attack. O sea que vamos a esperar a ver si nos da el regalito final, pero si no, ha hecho muy bien su trabajo. Mark está trabajando como lo que es el actual campeón de MotoGP. Seguro, va a ganar este título con la gorra. Estoy convencido. Y bueno, y la ventaja que se supone que el motor 24 te va a dar, pues quizá la veamos a la larga, Pero bueno, es que a la larga igual lo que veremos es que a mitad de año gana la KTM, ¿sabes? Ahora, a principio de año, la diferencia entre la 23 y la 24 es muy pequeña y lo que está pasando es que las KTM y las Aprilia van a días, ¿no? Según. Pero sí, tiene buena pinta. Vale, vamos a ver qué podemos hacer. Vale, pues voy a buscarme un café. Vamos a dejar esto así puesto. Can you help to explain how they do the race simulation? Yes. Hello, Walk. Hello. Yes. You know how difficult it is to advance with those aerodynamic things. They let a lip stream with turbulences and things, and the bikes are very wide, so it's very difficult to advance. And the main important thing is to keep a good rhythm, not one fast lap, but many rhythm, consistent rhythm. And he made a great long run of among 12 to 14 laps in rhythm of race. Very good 58s, medium lows. Very consistent, but he did not a time attack per se. He have the rhythm, he have the pace, but we have no time attack yet. Let's see. There's some minutes left yet. There's 45 minutes left. Thank you, Pork, for being here. Lencester Bautista. Mark still out above the rest. He is just playing down his chances for this year's championship. I will bet even my house that Mark will win the championship this year. Yeah, me too. Leicester. Me too. Me too. I agree totally with Leicester. Yeah, he's best than the rest. I mean, he's a different level. Okay, so let me go for a coffee and I'm back in a while. Okay, I'm gonna let music sounding for you, my favorite list of my favorite songs that I recorded on studio. I'm gonna put it in shuffle mode so it doesn't sound always the same. Bastianini said, Diamond is saying, Bastianini said the 24 engine good everywhere, and Pecco said the engine is strong. What is the difference in top speed between the 23 and 24 Ducati engines? Let me see. We have no Ducatis on the track now. I think it was like the same. I saw no differences, like 331, 332. It was more or less the same. I didn't see any difference. I cannot tell you for sure, but I don't see big difference. I think it's more on the reliability of the engine. ¿Crees que Mark saldrá o ya ha terminado? Es lo que estamos esperando, no lo sé, Jofra. No lo sé, estamos esperando a ver si hace un time attack antes de acabar. Aún hay 32 grados y no llueve ni nada. O sea, la pista, aunque es muy tarde, está bien. Pero yo no sé si va a dejar ese rastro para que todos lo estudien las 2 semanas ahora que tienen de vacaciones. ¿Sabes? Tienen 2 semanas de vacaciones y si tú dejas marca... Mira, ahora veo por ahí un naranja, Bezzecchi. Ahora veremos lo de las puntas. Bezzecchi viene mejorando, ¿eh? Van Bezzecchi, Viñales y un poco por detrás Rins. Hay un grupo de 4 pilotos que han salido, más Binder que va por delante. No sé si va a salir o no va a salir, no lo sé. Aún quedan minutos, por eso. Vamos a ver, la referencia de Bezzecchi es muy buena, porque si Bezzecchi pudiera mejorar el tiempo, pero ya veis que ahora Bezzecchi se hace una vuelta rápida, maquilla la cosa, de cara a los periódicos parecerá que ha sido uno de los rápidos y no ha tenido ritmo en todo el día. Ah, es Miller, es verdad, es Miller, sí. Mm. Binder viene rápido por eso también, ¿eh? 24.6 en el T1, ¿eh? Eso es rápido, ¿eh? 59.3 de Miller, es una mierda ese tiempo, ¿eh? Creo que es 10.30, no te entiendo, Kevin. Muy bien, Jofre, muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Ha hecho un ritmo de 58 medios bajos, constante, ha hecho un long run ahora mismo, y ha hecho como 12, 13, 58 medios bajos seguidos, uno detrás de otro, tiene ritmo. Tiene ritmo de estar en el podium mañana. Y no ha enseñado todas las... Ah, sale Márquez en pista. Márquez, esta no va a valer, claro. Ah, sale. Márquez is on the track. He goes through the first sector. Okay, this is a slow. This is not gonna count. But this is when it's half an hour to go. He's on the track again. ¡Ah! Va a hacer el ataque, A ver qué hace. Last question. Señor Sam, if Mark is a championship contender, will he have access to the latest factory Ducati parts like engine upgrades and aero parts? Very good question, Diamond. Well, I suppose Marquez is very clever businessman. And he had the offer to have 2 years for Lenovo Ducati. But I think, this is my opinion, that he's very clever because he's getting in a situation that he have only 1 year. He from the first day he have the winning machine. We'll see along the year if the 24 engine makes a huge difference or not. But what I suspect is that if you in 2023 you had a chance to win races with the 21, with the 22, and with the 23 Ducati, that means that this base of Ducati is taking touching a ceiling kind of, and KTM is closing the gap. Is closing the gap. Is closer. I mean, Acosta made a 57. It's super fast. So KTM is going fast. So I think Marquez is gonna remain calm, use the 23 machine that from the very get-go is going to be winner. And as the year goes by, he will decide if he can get KTM 2025 and Red Bull is going to put all the money, or if the gap of KTM keeps remaining like this, maybe he also can choose to go to Lenovo. Why not? But I think KTM is going to be the winning machine at the end of the year. They are closing and closing the gap. And yes, we see that the Ducatis improved, but all the Ducatis, I mean, I'm not seeing for the engine a super difference. We'll see. We'll see. We'll know more in the after the flag information and the Pecino GP that we're going to watch later. Okay, now Mark is going not super fast, but this is getting closer to fast. "32 minutes to go." This is going to be a 59 or something like that, but the next one, "328 kilometers per hour for Mark." Not in his best lap. Let's see. Bezzecchi went into box. There's no other Ducatis to compare. Now is coming fast. Mark is coming fast at the 4.8. Not ultra super fast, but fast. Viñales is following Mark, 52. No, this is not so fast. What he said yesterday, he spoke in Spanish for such a long while, and he gave a lot of details. Maybe when you're speaking in English, you are more, you speak less, and when you speak in your mother language, you can give more feedback, explain it in more, explain more details, because of course you explain yourself better in your mother language than in a second language. But even though that Marcus speaks pretty well English, but I get much more things when he speaks in Spanish, because he gives much more information, you know. In 29.8, no, this is not good. Not good. Keeps going. 2 minutes. Goes to box. 3:30. Now it's faster. 3:30 maximum speed. And now it looks that he's going faster. It's going through the first 24.8. Not super fast, but fast. Sí, Raúl, ¿qué tal? Marc está en pista, ¿eh? Sí, sí, sí. Pasa por el segundo. Puok, hello. Marc only have 1 year contract with Gresini. If he will be the championship, Lenovo team will try to sign with him. Yeah. But we don't know yet which bike is gonna be better in the 25, so now he have the best bike, and as the year goes by and the evolutions of the new 24s goes, we will see. We don't know yet. So the best position is not be tied to 2 years but to 1 year, and then you make the movement that it's better for you. Gap, I think it is his last run for today. Yeah, it looks like. Let me see what he did. 59 and 321 top speed. So he's starting to go faster. Jofra, ¿qué pasa? Alex Márquez. Bien, está cuarto, sí, sí. La 23 va bien, ¿eh? Credo, yesterday Mark said he's still stiff on the bike to do a time attack since it is very different machinery. Can you explain why? I mean, I always think Ducati is the most agile bike on the grid. Yeah, but it's different bike. It's different bike. He's still running very fast in pace terms, but doesn't look that he's attacking time, because if he's going a bit slower, 26.0 in the first sector is way slower. No, he's not improving. I think maybe he's testing with the softs, or I don't know, but this is very slow. This lap is not good, and we will see. Yeah, he's stiff in the bike because Joan Mir yesterday said something very important. And because, as I said before, when they speak in their mother language, they say more. They give more details. When they speak in English, they are more. They do not get in too much detail. And Joan Mir yesterday said that the bike is clearly better, the Honda. And the main problem and why the Honda was dangerous was because they had no traction. And when you have no traction, no acceleration, and in every opening of the throttle, you're losing, you try to compensate in the braking. The braking is like too late, trying to compensate that you have no acceleration. But if you brake that late, first, the risk of accident is high. And second, you go too in the corner, and then you pass slow, and then you again get out the corner even slower. So now the engine is tractioning, and this problem of traction is not happening anymore. We'll see. Joan Mir is a great rider. Jofra, pero hace mucho que no sale, por eso lo pregunto. Perdona, Jofra, preguntabas por quién preguntabas. Perdón, se me ha ido la olla. Xavi del Rosal, ahora lo miramos, ¿eh? Es que tengo aquí abiertas 40 cosas y tengo un jaleo. Puede que ahora Marc esté probando con mucha gasolina. O con neumáticos muy gastados. Que esté probando los neumáticos hasta el límite de trillados, ¿no? Porque es una de las cosas que, oye. Y la otra cosa es que dice que bueno, que el ritmo lo tiene. Esto ya dicho de ayer. Que el ritmo lo tiene, pero que ese plus de más de sacarle al neumático nuevo para en una vuelta hacer el ataque, eso aún lo tiene que probar. Y supongo que aquí pues le quedarán estos minutos para intentar hacer, hombre, si la pista está a 30 grados de ambiente, significa que aunque sean las 5 de la tarde, se puede rodar. Y hemos visto algún naranja por ahí. Ah, de Alex Márquez, sí, sí, Jofra. Alex Márquez, sí, está en box parado ahora Marc y Alex, Alex ya ha estado rápido desde la mañana. O sea que yo creo que el que ha pegado un paso adelante brutal es Márquez, tiene un ritmazo y está. ¿Qué es esto? Un test, ¿no? ¿Y qué está haciendo? Probar, testear. La evolución de la Ducati 2023 es Marc Márquez. O sea, Marc Márquez va a llevar esta moto a un nuevo nivel. Y yo entre Banaya o Bastianini con la 24 y Marc con la 23 apuesto por Marc. Porque sí que el año pasado, por ejemplo, el cambio a la 23 hubo más, tardaron más en decidirse si les valía la pena, si no les valía la pena. Este año, tanto Tardozzi como Daliña, oye, han salido inmediatamente a decir, sí, confirmamos el motor 24, que es mucho mejor. Hubo un poco de pique porque en principio Jorge Martín ya le iba bien como estaba y ahora ponerse y tal, pero aún así pues no le ha quedado otra que usar el 24. Y parece que es un poquito mejor, pero no es un muchito mejor, ¿eh? Mimomsky, ayer escuché a Miño donde decía que el circuito está lleno de goma y que hay un grip brutal. Hombre, es que piensa que han rodado como 12 tíos en 57. El récord absoluto de la pista está en 57. Y creo que ha habido 4 o 5 que han rodado en 56, que nunca se había rodado en 56. Entonces, bueno, son muchas cosas. Es muchísimo grip en la pista, 30 grados de temperatura, o sea, condiciones óptimas de pista. Mejores al principio con la pista fresca o al final que en el centro, porque en el centro habrán estado a las 2 de la tarde, habrán estado a 35 grados y eso quizás es demasiado. Ya lo hemos visto que cuando la pista está demasiado caliente se va más lento. Y bueno, y eso, yo estoy muy contento y muy tranquilo, de verdad. Urano OP, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué le pasó a Bastianini? ¿Por qué no sale a pista? No tenemos datos oficiales aún, pero mi opinión es que Martín, Bastianini y Banaya ya a la hora de comer se han ido. Es mi opinión, no lo sé, ahora lo sabremos en el After the Flag. Pero mi opinión es esa. Y entonces, bueno, Marc, más que intentar hacer un tiempo estratosférico, se ha centrado en su setting, en su ritmo, en su movida, ha entrado y tal. Yo me quedo muy tranquilo. Y si ahora Marc mete un hachazo, que le quedan media hora, no lo sé si lo va a hacer, ¿eh? Yo creo que al final del día veremos un time attack de Marc. Le quedan exactamente 20 minutos. No sé. Pero también la contrapartida de hacer eso, o sea, tú dices, hombre, sí, sí, porque los acojonas a todos y tal. Ya, pero con el ritmo constante de 58 medios bajos que ha hecho, es la telemetría de eso, mm, te va a decir dos cosas. Una, que está para estar delante, y dos, que tampoco puedes sacar ninguna conclusión de dónde saca la diferencia, ¿sabes? En cambio, si tú ahora metes ahí un 56 bajo, automáticamente esas vueltas de rojo las van a estudiar todos y van a ver dónde estás haciendo la diferencia. Entonces igual no te conviene hacer eso, porque a Sepang tardaremos mucho en venir, ¿sabes? Es diferente que los test de Qatar, tú ya dejas marcado que eres la referencia, pero ellos ya es la semana que viene, o sea que no tendrán tiempo para probar o para mover cosas. Entonces, no lo sé. Vamos a verlo, no lo sé. No lo sé lo que va a pasar, pero este año me lo voy a pasar tan bien. I'm gonna have so much fun this year, my friends. Only 18 minutes to go. Maverick Viñales is riding fast, but not record kind of fast. Oh, he fell down. Viñales, al final del tercer sector se ha caído. O se ha colado. Okay. Okay. No va a salir, yo creo.
Okay, as you expected, so did I, some real time attacks today, but I didn't quite expect the atmosphere that was here first thing this morning. The riders wanting to take advantage of the cooler track early on to do their time attacks, and it was the first time since the race at Valencia that I've felt that atmosphere. Doing, and still is actually happening now, doing long runs like sprint simulations, 10 laps, their boards going out 10, 9, 8, 7, and some amazing sprint simulation times. A lot of riders have been doing that.
So, I mean, lots of things going on track, of course, but one breaking news story we've had today, this morning in Barcelona, obviously this morning over in Sepang as well, was Davide Brivio is joining the paddock again at Trackhouse Racing. A great coup for Trackhouse Racing, proves how seriously they're taking MotoGP. What's your thought on Davide joining the paddock again?
Yeah, it just shows how serious that team is taking it, because how good Davide is, but also he's not going to come cheap, you know. So there, for them to want to invest in that, they want results, you know. I've known Davide. I first met him properly in '94 when I joined the World Superbike paddock full time, and he was the Yamaha team manager at World Superbikes all through those Haga years. I only worked with Davide when I joined Haga '98 to ride the 8-hour, and really got to know him over that week in Japan. And he's a great guy, great communicator with an incredible history, you know.
Hola Xavi, ¿qué tal? Las motos de ahora con aero no te lo permiten. Pero que nadie dude, hombre, Marc va a ser campeón este año. Marcar mis palabras, campeón este año, sin dudarlo. El neumático tampoco ayuda mucho a pilotar como antes.
Is
Es que
back
son
in
aviones
MotoGP. We'll
con
discuss
alas.
Trackhouse and the Aprilia quartet in general a little bit later.
Sam,
On.
la
We're
estás
going to start
liando,
with
¿por
Ducati,
qué?
who remain the class of the field. Certainly, if the
Ya,
first
bueno, no
three
sé
days
si
of
puedo
testing
poner
are
esto,
any
así en pequeñito,
indication.
igual no me lo cortan,
And
¿no?
Elliot,
No lo sé, vamos
the
a
factory
verlo.
team are going to be our immediate focus, but I have to say, when we woke up this morning and took a look at the immediate early lap times from Sepang, I just got feelings of late 2023 again. Bagnaia and Martin, the battles rejoined.
Certainly has done, yeah. The battle is rejoined between those two, sort of what we expected coming into Sepang, isn't it? The top two from last year, hitting the ground running early doors. In Sepang, looks like Ducati have made a significant step forward with the new package as well, which is exactly what they'd have been searching for, not what the competitors would have wanted to see so early into testing. But yeah, Ducati have clearly found a new direction with the GP24. But Lewis, more importantly, I think for the championship in general, it's Enea Bastianini's return to form. Great to see the Beast back up there, obviously topped the times yesterday, and it's just good to see the Beast sort of back to what we know he can do best. We heard from Davide Tardozzi earlier saying Enea is over the moon, he's back to his sort of 2022 self. Obviously, we know how Enea's year went last year. It was a disaster, missed 9 races through injury, only scored 1 podium. That was, of course, the win here in Sepang. So great to see the Beast joining Bagnaia and Martin, at the top of the timesheets, and Ducati looking really, really strong. But it's great to see Enea up there with his teammate and Martin.
As you can see left-hand side of your screens, Bagnaia and Martin first and second, Bastianini and Alex Marquez, they're in fourth. We're also in the 156s. Davide Tardozzi, who we're going to hear from shortly, spoke in pre-season at the team presentation saying that Enea comes across to him as a lot more serene this year, a lot more calm, a lot more at ease with things. And I guess in some ways it's a bit of a new lease of life for him, isn't it? Because he must have gone to the final round of the season cheering on his teammate Pecco Bagnaia for a couple of reasons to win the championship, not least because it was going to preserve his place at the factory Ducati team. And I guess he'll be looking to try and prove that 2023 and the struggles he had were purely down to just a cruel lack of track time in the first half of the season, because any time it appeared as if Enea Bastianini's 2023 season was going to get up and running, another injury hit.
Yeah, through no fault of his own. Obviously in Portimao got taken out, unfortunately, by Luca Marini in the sprint. That was his shoulder blade injury, missed a few races, and then of course the Barcelona crash was sort of Enea's
Hola Max, ¿qué tal? 8 de febrero, no, 8 de marzo es Qatar.
But coming into pre-season, I think he'll have been really happy to see the back of 2023. I think Sepang really this time, well, last year the Malaysian GP where he won and finished 4th in the sprint behind Pecco.
Quedan 9 minutos.
Pace to beat Pecco in the sprint, but played the team game. By all accounts, that probably secured him the ride for this year, with obviously how well Jorge Martin was doing. There was a lot of talk about Enea's future, and sort of rightly so, with the contrasting seasons that Bastianini.
Hola Max, sí, te estoy contestando. El 8 de febrero, ¿cuál es la pregunta? 8 de febrero no. 8 de febrero es hoy. No, esto la primera carrera es el 10 de marzo.
Months of good training under my belt, and I'm going to be ready to go, and it's great to see that he's doing that so far.
And Enea Bastianini's sprint simulation that we saw earlier on today was very comparable with the fastest. He wasn't the absolute fastest, but he was on average within a tenth or two of a second from the very, very best. To get an overall summary then on Ducati's first pre-season test of 2024, let's get a word with their team manager, Davide Tardozzi. How happy is he with their first 3 days of running?
Yeah, I think that after 3 months with the new bike being 8/10 below the pole position of last year's race is something amazing. But what's on top is that first, second and third are the 3 2024 Desmosedici, so we are really happy about that result. I think the engineers, Gigi and this group works very good during the winter. The package, it seems that it works for all the riders, and that's why it makes us very happy. We have a new engine, we have a new aerodynamic and new exhaust, so we start from the beginning with the 2023 bike to set up the feeling of the riders while we pass immediately on the new bike, and slowly we introduce part of the package, and finally the 3 riders, as I said, appreciate all the new parts, and I think that we have now a good package to go in Qatar, where we need to test again and finalize the setting of the new bike. We are happy to have
vale, yo creo que ya no queda nadie en pista. Acabo de refrescar la página y yo creo que es lo que hay. Debe quedar alguno probando algo, pero yo creo que hasta aquí hemos llegado.
in 2024 is very, very difficult to think who will be on the podium from the first race and who will challenge for the championship. I think that there are at least 12 riders that can be on the podium, and it will be at least 4 or 5 riders that can win the championship. So it's a very tough competition. The opponents of Ducati are strong, and they grow up a lot during the winter. We see the progress of KTM. We are sure that Yamaha will grow very, very quick with a very top rider like Fabio. They will be very competitive. So good for the fans.
Well, we certainly hope Davide Tardozzi is right. 4 or 5 riders he thinks can challenge for the championship. Perhaps up to a dozen could be fighting for the podium.
Gracias, Lanchester. Muchísimas gracias por estar ahí. Muchísimas gracias por estar ahí. Ahí me parece ver un naranja. Es Marini. Quedan 9 minutos. Sí, Kat. Se han parado los times, ¿eh? Sí, he refrescado, pero está haciendo cosas raras. Lleva en naranja 5 minutos. Sí, no, yo creo que ya está, ¿eh? Sam, ¿quedan 2 minutos? No sé, a mí me marca 8, 9, ¿no? Me marca 9. Ah, no, sí, se ha quedado parado, pero sí, he refrescado y todo. Sí, se ha quedado clavado en 9. No sé cuál es el fallo. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you very much. Thank you, Antonio. I see you in Qatar. Qatar Drone, que se han parado hace 6 minutos. Pero yo estoy viendo el directo, no lo sé. Hay un delay. Muy bien, mi Moxie, gracias por estar ahí. Bueno, yo me voy muy contento, ya está. Ahora habrá que ver un poquito. Esta noche os invito a todos, si queréis, en el canal de Manuel Pecino, Pecino GP, donde nos van a dar todos los detalles que, evidentemente, con las limitaciones que tenemos, nosotros no podemos conseguir, porque no estamos en el circuito, evidentemente, y porque no tenemos esas relaciones. Pero sí que voy a estar esta noche intentando pillar todos los detalles de lo que pueda ir pasando. Ok, pues vale, antes de... Ok. In a long day, I do, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. I've come a long day since where we began. Oh, I tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Oh, 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 So I see you again, my friend. Podemos confirmar que acabó. Okay, so this is it. Now it's 8 minutes. I don't know if it is still working or not. This must be over. So this is it, man. Okay, so this is it, my friends. I see you in the Grand Prix of Qatar, and I wish you had fun. Thank you very much. Gracias, Xavi del Rosal, muchísimas gracias. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. I found a love, beautiful, sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what either. I will not give you up this time. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, calling you perfect tonight. Tonight. So I see you in the next MotoGP thing, and I'm gonna keep on putting music every day, like four shorts a day. 4 shorts a day. See you again. Thanks, Riva Master. Oliveira is gonna be well with Davide Brivio's arrival. Yes, a lot of experience. And Oliveira is the top rider. The point is that they have to be sure about the decisions that they take with the 24 spec. But yeah, it looks very, very, very good. Thank you very much to everyone. I'm super happy. I have so much fun, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. I'm a singer-songwriter that loves MotoGP, and I also love meditation and relaxation and well-being in general. So subscribe if you are not yet, and to follow, the belly button for the notifications. And if there's any news, I'm gonna be here connected. Thank you very much, my friend. Remember to subscribe, and I see you very soon for the, remember, 10th of March. 10th of March, the Qatar first GP, but we're gonna see before that in the Qatar test. Have fun.